Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia and it is absolutely beautiful day today. Sorry, I just had a mouthful of water as usual. So today I'm working on this. I'm very sorry that there was nowhere for you to put your comments, and I was really upset about it because they turned me comments off yet again on that YouTube thing. They do it to me from time to time and it's not fair. But anyway, I can't do nothing about it. Now I've unthreaded me needle. So, I don't know whether I wrote heading wrong or something. I just said bling up your beads. I didn't think it would be bad. But anyway, so if I can remember, and I hope I do, I'll put the link to this previous video for this one up there. I'm going to try really hard to remember that because I think I need just to see what was happening before, I went and did the next thing that I was making, which were my buttons. Blinging up my buttons. I think that's what that's what I was doing, and I don't know why they took that off there. The algorithm mustn't have liked me headline or something or whatever, me thing that I put up there, and I wasn't happy about that, I'm sure. Anyway, so there's no comments, but I'm thanking everybody that put a like up there. Thank you so much for lots of likes. So if you don't mind, next time we find there's no comments on here, how about you just tell me on the next video I put up what you thought about the one before as well, if you feel like saying something. It'll be nice. Just if you can refer to what it, that'd be really nice, and then I wouldn't miss out on. Because I did ask you a couple of questions in that one, and maybe I talked about what you thought about my work and that too. So if there's anybody feeling like they could, say something. Now I'm going to put one more bead on this leaf because I think it's going to be right. Now where did that go? Now I'm doing a lot of the now ummings. Rightio. Okay, we'll put that on there, and we're doing like we did when we did the so you just go back through that way on this one, and then you just take them across one another. How about that? Is that easier for you to see? Maybe not. I don't know. There you go. You thread as many beads on as you need, and then you take it through. Okay, and then I've got a big cobbling mess here now, I think. We'll fix that though. We're not gonna let that happen. It will come through there, I hope. I get the right thing. But I've unthreaded my needle again. No wonder I can't find it. It's not even connected to the string anymore, the thread. Look, if you have any trouble with it, just just persevere. I think something's broke. I think it's happening. Something broke. Look at that. Oh, dear me. Right, has it got hold of it? Now, see, these are twisted because, well, it just did. It twisted about a bit. So, if I can bring the camera down further in a minute and I'll show you. Wrong way. So here we've got it going in all different directions, see, haven't we? But if you lay them down, like that, we'll lay down for you. And then just pull on that bit. Now we're going to take this back through to the back. I'll have to sit it up a little bit, eh? Okay, now so hopefully it looks like you can see what I'm doing, doesn't it? So we're going to put that one through there. That's how you're sitting there. It's going to go on in a minute, I think. I think that's where that's going to go in a minute. What have I got here now? Tail of something. Right. Oh, look at it. Look's going on here with this. Oh, right. It's off. No, nobody panic. It's okay. Yes, I think it's okay. What have I got now? It's nice. It's just flapping around here in the breeze. We'll try not to stress about it too much. Now I'll have to thread that other needle so I can take it through to the back too, but first of all, I'm going to come back here and I'm going to salvage this by going through each one of these, like that row there. Okay, now we're going to go back through these two. We're trying to make sure that they're all together carefully and are not going to move. I'll pull that a bit tighter so that's coming undone, that piece of thread. That is really falling apart. So I'm going to have to do this a couple of times, go up and down to salvage this because I don't want it to break. So I'm going to go through it again. I don't know what this is a piece of embroidery thread. You know, you can use probably a piece of, what's name would have been better, machine sewing thread, but I couldn't see any of the colour that I wanted. So I'm going to go back through all these again because I don't want them to come undone, what with that piece missing on the end there, of course, you know. And I'm just going to go through the back because that piece has come out nearly completely now. But you know what? You don't have to worry. You can just fix it. It's okay. It's okay, except I don't know where the end of it is, so I can pull it through. Whereabouts am I working at? About here. No, about there. Over here. Well, anyway, we're going to just keep going. We're not going to stress about it because we can fix this, you know. You just go back, down through the back. You could sew these on without doing that thing where you go through but with two different needles, but you know, this makes it a lot more formed. It looks better, I think, you know. And I'm going back through here again. I mean, I can do that. Take me, you know, less than a minute probably to do it, and I'd rather, and I've got two, I didn't get through there that time, I've got two thicknesses of what's the name here now, thread. So if you ever have to take this off, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen in a hurry, any rate. Take it down through the bottom to the back. Okay, that's better, isn't it? Like this one here as well. Did I come through there? No, I didn't. Okay, now another one here that I'll do this a bit tighter. Oh dear, I feel like I've got to sneeze now. Sorry, I didn't sneeze yet. Okay, so I hope this is in this shot because I'm very close. But I needed you to see what I'm doing so you can see that it's all good. Just sew it through a few times. I'm sure we've got it connected now. What do you reckon? It's been sewn on and sewn on and sewn on. There we go. What do you think? Be good? Okay, let's go back out again. Oops, the wrong way. I'll see if I can do it there. This sneeze is annoying me. Dear me. Okay, so since I seen you last, I think I finished this and I put that on there, that one, and I fastened them down, so obviously they're going to stay there because you just go onto the back and you just stitch down as much as you want to. Now I've got this one to fix and I want to put the other one up the top. I'm thinking more leaves somewhere. Okay, so that'll be in the plan there. Well, we did have scissors. Was that in the other room? It might have been. I've been working out there too. Ow. Well, that was myself. I tried to. So, if you like this and me buttons, I hope there's a place for you to comment. I did another one, look, and this is one that I did way back in the day, and there's the one that I did the other day, and I just love me covered buttons, you know. Look at this. This is a small one, as you can see, it's smaller, yeah. Done with calico, right? There's a ribbon around here. I've stuck a piece of bling in the middle, and then I put some little beads around the outside. I'm going to go around it shortly. I stuck that on, but I'm going around it shortly and I'm going to sew that down. I could probably let you see that because it won't take me a second, and I just want to see you to see that it will make it neater and it'll pull it in, and you can use that for whatever you like to do, you know, with it. You can put it on your in your journals, or you could maybe, I don't know about this one, if you could use this on your jumper, because I don't think I've got it left a place, but you can put a loop on the back yourself. Right, that's another thing. I can show you that one. It's easy to do. So you can sew it on if you want to sew it on something. Don't come unthreaded, please. And we're just going to go around here and put a tiny stitch. I think I did that on the other one the other day, didn't I? I have a memory of that, I think. I just put this on to bring it down flatter around the edges. See? It's not gaping up. I suppose you could glue it, if you glued it tight enough, you wouldn't have to do this. I don't know. I just glued some glue on it so I could have it ready to finish it off. Now I'm doing two things at once, okay? That's okay. I better not write that on the thing. I suppose I could. It doesn't matter what I put really on the headline. It just depends. I don't believe. If I wonder if anybody else is having this trouble, because I talked to them about it and they told me, sent me an email back to say they're doing this to millions of them, and I don't understand why they're taking our comments off. It's the way we we hang out with one another, sort of thing. Am I back to the start yet? Nearly. Maybe that far around the tiny little thing. But anyway, so we're back to the start. Righto. So we're just having a little break from that for a second. Okay. But we'll be back in a minute. Just give me a chance and I'll show you how to do this first. Right. I think that what I'm going to show you will hold it firm enough. I think it will, like when you sew it on. What do you reckon? See, I was just going to make a loop here, which you're going to do an overcast stitch on or a blanket stitch over it to see if that will work to make a thing for the back of it. Whether you could fasten it on then to something else or not, well, that's an issue, isn't it? Right. Because the holes are there, but because I've stuck that on there, I don't think you can get through. There's one there. But then what are you going to do? You can't just stitch it on with one hole. Maybe we'll just leave this one to do it as a, we'll just leave them so they can be just stuck on, If you want to make them for your jumper, I don't know, maybe just knitted one for the jumper, and that way you could stitch through it, put a knitted fabric over it, like a stretch fabric. Now, that's done with calico, but I took a while to make sure that there was no pleats and that round the edge, so you got to do that. And then I've just put that little bit of ribbon around there, and I'm actually quite pleased with how they turned out. I really like them. Now, somebody asked me if I could show you how to make this. This is a teapot, see? And it's made out of a bead and a button and another bead. And there's some tiny pieces of wire here and there. So, yes, I will show you. Whether it'll be today or what, I don't know. Not hard. Just maybe a long time to do, that's all. Now, I need it back on this too. This is just a big wooden button that I had. And I think that turned out good. The only thing I don't like is that it's very pale here, so I don't know whether I should put some more stitching, but anyway, we'll come back and do this first. Now, I want to put a centre in that, and I was thinking about putting this up here, right? Now, whether that goes, well, see, that colour's in there, so that could be connected. You just don't know, do you? This bloke here could be from another plant or something, okay? And this one here hasn't got a stem yet, but maybe he will, because he's got to be connected to something. He can't be just sitting out there in the world by himself, can he? Okay, so we'll do that. Now, for this one here, what will I put in the middle? I'll have to come up with something exciting, won't I? Might just put a bead in there. Get too overexcited at all. Oh, excuse me. Oh dear, that's not good. Well, I think a button won't work because it's not not that sort of thing. Now let me see. I did want to do some different leaves, but maybe I could put just a couple down here, or just sew around there, there. Make that stem a bit different by adding something to it. Now, we're just thinking about this piece in the middle here, what we should do with that. If you give me a second, I'm just going to see if I can get an idea. Because when you are creating things, you know, you've got to... The ideas are out there, I'm sure they are. There's heaps of them, but this looks good. I think this turned out really well because you've got these up there, the same matching colours, I think. This one here, I don't know what to do with either. I better get a wriggle on with these. I better get some ideas. Don't know about that. That's not quite... I want to put actually some sort of sewing in it, or a bead or something in there, or something as such thing, you know. And I'm sure it'll come to me. Just give us a second. We're going to have a look. In a couple of things here and see what... Any idea? No ideas. There's no really ideas in there. I'm going to put this in here too, and my buttons. And then I can go and find them. I hope I won't lose them, because I need... And I've got this button here too that I haven't showed you yet. This one's made out of a circle, actually. I hope that means bringing some things that I ordered online ages ago and I haven't got them yet. I've been waiting. That mailman is a... Oh, I don't know if I told you. Probably did. Down at the back of the post office, there's this big yard at the back of the post office, absolutely chock-a-block full with parcels. Nearly every time I go down there. Oh, they must have, and they'd have to be getting them by the end of the day because the gate's open all the time, and it's just so much, eh? Oh, goodness, it's gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that a pretty colour? I wonder if I got a parcel. He never said. He hasn't come in yet. Maybe he'll drop it into me. I'll have to see. No. Maybe he will. I need something rattling. Jeremy, come on. No parcel from me? Oh, well. Never mind. Sometimes it takes a long time to get things, doesn't it? Sometimes it takes a long time, and it has been a long time. I like that, the more it sits there, but then, no, because I've just got this... Okay, right. I do have some green tulle stuff here somewhere. Here we go. It's only a small bit. Wait a minute. I'm going to actually cut it off the end of this dress. Okay. Right. You can't see that it's green, but it is if you keep folding it up enough. And that's not green. It mustn't be the same bit as I got before. Where did that come from? Oh dear, it's not on the same piece. Wait a minute, hang on. There's more than one row of tulle, and that's the wrong colour. Okay, righto. Where's the green bit? Here's the green bit. Righto. There's the green bit. Okie dokie. Now, I'm thinking about the colour of the green in under that. Right. So you'd have to have a bit... Oh, that looks good. Right. So it's a bit stiff. I'm going to have to make it round, aren't I, you think? Let's see what happens when I do that. See what that looks like. Hope I can still stay in the shot while I'm doing it. Okay. So to get it round, I fold it over once and then twice, like I fold it over and then I fold it over again. And that's not enough probably. Keep going. Maybe that's too big. I'll cut a bit more off. This is going to be tricky, isn't it? Okay. So I've got that. And I'm going to split this. Okay, I don't know whether this is going to work, but I'm going to show you anyway so you know. You fold it that way, right, and that way. And then you've got your folds, so you can cut down them, but not all the way. And then the fold. But not all the way, because you want to put it in the middle of there. And then open that up in different directions, hopefully. Just push it down. Open these folds out. I've got too many hands, too many fingers in the way. Get that over there. Now, is that going to work? Okay, better still, a bit easier still. We'll go with the circle first, okay? We'll make the circle, righto. We'll make the circle first. So we need folded and folded, okay? So we can sew around it and then gather it up and see what that looks like, all right? So we got, that's a bead one, we don't want to use that just now. Here's one here and a piece of green thread. Be nice, and I'm going to do 2 thicknesses because it's going to be a bit tricky sewing this tiny bit of stuff, and you can't even see it now laying down there but it is there, I promise you. Okay. Get up in under there, come on. You got it? Right here. Alright. Now, we've got this. Okay. And we did this wrong. We did this wrong. We need a long bit. We don't need a round bit. We're doing a long bit, Sonia. A long bit. Not a round bit, okay? Long bit. This long. I've got a piece of, you know, you just see this long bit. Now, I'm going to do a bit of a back stitch thing here, and it's only about 1 centimetre, if that. Okay, so there's this great big father knot there, but you've got to hook it down and make sure it stays. And the length of tulle that I've got is 4 inches. There's 10 centimetres, and that's only thing I really can understand about these much. I'm starting to, well, I do learn about it as I go. I learn about centimetres and inches, I do. It's just, hang on, don't go too far up there. You're going along, just settle down, get back down here a bit. So don't go too close to the edge because it'll all come undone. This one here is that what that word was? How did you say? This is a bit stiff, this tulle, and it's not going to be very green, is it? Look. You can't see that it's very green. Yeah, but it'll be fine because it just needs a little bit of toning, that's all. We just need a bit. So we're coming to the end here, and we're going to pick up there where that big knot is, and we're going to pull that together so that'll be closed up. Just the same way we do all the other flower things that we gather them up like this, on the ribbon ones you do and stuff like that. Okay. So we just got a hiccup here, don't worry, it's all right. Nobody panic. Okay, now, so that's that. And that bit there you can see, can't you? But you can't see the. I'm not going to go up the side because I don't think you need to do that. See here where it's open? Because it's going to be stuck down anyway. So that's sewn. Now we might cut a bit off, give it a bit of a do, cut a bit more around here. Maybe I should have folded it over, but if you put too much on, it's going to end up with too bulky. We'll cut more off because it's too big. So we're going to go around here and just cut some more off this like so. Don't worry, it's okay. We've got plenty more if we muck it up. We don't want to be worrying about that. See, I still want to see the apricot through there, right? I still need to see that apricot through there. So where's the thing? There's the thing I'm going to stick on. But I'll sit this down first. I might have to stick this one on first. Maybe I'll take it through with a thread of cotton, I think. Go through the bulky part here at the middle. And through the back. Go through the centre. Because it wouldn't aim like it was in the centre, would it? It'd be too hard, wouldn't it? To get it right in the middle. I know. I didn't tone that down very much. It's not green enough. There's not enough. Sorry, I'm going to take that off there. But I need to show you how I work because this is what my channel is about. How we craft and what gets done and what won't go properly and that sort of thing. Okay, right. Back to the drawing board. Oh, that's not it. I see these. These are just little flat back pearl things, aren't they? But like I said, I didn't really want to do anything like that. I wanted to do something to do with sewing or some such thing. Okay, seam binding is not the right colour, I don't think. It is green, but no, that's a bit off. A bit off. Right, maybe I can fill it with stitches. That might be a good idea. Will I be able to see them enough though? I think this might be too... This is a bit green, isn't it? Excuse me. So we're having a little bit of a dilemma here with the ideas, but we'll come up with something. You don't have to worry. We'll come up with something. Just nobody panic about this, because there'll be something in here for me shortly. I don't know if I want to use anything that's not sewn, but we can try something, I suppose. I got that thing. I'll show you that thing in a minute. Right. I might just get these beads as well. No, that doesn't work for me. What about that way? Oop. Now I know what I'm going to do. Now I know what I'm going to do. Right. Following something that's already done is really easy. Trying to do it as you go is not so easy. So let's do this. We get this here, thread. I got stamen things, but I don't think I'll put them in there. I might try and see what I can do with this cotton. See what I can put in here with this cotton. I've got no idea how long I've been on here either. Probably time's nearly up and I don't think I've done much. So we come up through the back here. And we're going to have to go back down in there, okay, just to make a stitch that's going to come out the top. We need the needle to come back up here, okay, because I'm going to do some wraps to make a bullion knot thingy to put in the middle, okay. You reckon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That should be long enough. Halved, when you think about that, if it's going to be halved when I put it, because I want it to be half that size. Okay, because it's going to curl up, I hope, and just go wherever it wants to. See, we're just going to fill this up with this. Hooked up this thing. Good, there we go. There's one. Maybe I should make it longer. Right, we're gonna venture out and make them longer because that's not long enough. I want it to sit up above the thing, the piece of work, and that's a bit of fluff. Thank goodness. I thought it was a bit of. So we've got this little loop here so far. Right, he's not big enough. He's too small. So we're going to try and do this again. We're going to go back down in there. I've got a fairly good sized needle here so it can catch what's down in the back. Now if I do a lot of wraps, this will make it more curly because I'm not going to be able to get down in there to get too many more done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Missed that one. Might have missed a few of them, I think. Just roll it till you're ready. You think it's enough. Need it to be as tight as I can get it without it being too. So it's going to do some curling up stuff for me, hopefully. Go back down in there. I should have took the first one out of the way, shouldn't I? So I could still keep going with these. I really thought I'd make it longer too, but it didn't. I run out of thread before anything. Righto, down in there. Okay, you're going through the wrong bit, Sonya. Just be careful now. Yeah, through my finger. Where's this? Make sure you don't lose your tail. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just do lots. Just roll it around a lot, okay? Push it up as far as you can. If I was doing it in a not so closed in space, this would be work better. It would be more, I don't know, it would look better, I reckon. It would probably do that. And that's what I'm after. Okay, now watch me do this. I'm so sorry, but I have to do this because I'm going to start it again and I'm going to fix it, because why would you let yourself part with something that looked that bad? You have to learn, and I had to learn how much to wrap that so I could put it through here. Okay, that's got the knot on it, that bit, so we'll go through and find the knot. Okay, right, now we know what we want to do. We're going to do some of those. So we'll need a long piece of this, because we're going to do some rolling around. And I hope you're still with me and you haven't given up on me, because the time's probably nearly there, but if only this thing camera would tell me something. It probably does, but I haven't found it, like I said before. Okay, so now let's have a go at this. So we want to come up through the side here, and I'm going to actually go down over here. So this is a practice until perfect, I suppose you might say. Practice until you get it what you want. Maybe I'll go here, and then the next one I'll put there and there, space them a bit. So we just need to roll this as much as we can and try not to push it down too far, okay? Right, it's all in the practice. You must practice, because if you can't do it the first time, you don't go, oh, I don't know how to do that. You can't do that. Because I would never give up on these things, as you well know. Sometimes I do. I might put something, very rare do I put anything in the bin. I'll just keep it and see if I can fix it later. See if I can fix it later. So you want to get this as close to here as you can without pulling it through. Like as close to your piece of work as you can without pulling it through. And I've got that much done. So when you pull it through, try to hang on to it so it doesn't do something too untoward. You can keep this all here, like that. See? That's what we wanted to do, isn't it? Before we were getting too carried away. I was in a hurry. Now if I've got some of those in the centre, that's going to look awesome, isn't it? Okay. Now you want to get down this way a bit. Just pick up a bit of... Make sure you've got enough so it's not going to go anywhere. Push your needle, because like while I'm going along with this, I probably haven't done one of these stitches for a long time, I don't know, but you sort of got to remember the techniques and the ways you go right up there as far as you can without pulling it through, because you want your little rolls to be right down near that. Wait a minute, where's my right one? This one here. You want your little rolls to be right down there as close as you can get to the piece of work, okay? And that way when you pull it down, it's the only place it won't crunch up on you much, I hope. And about when we get the size that we need on this. It's hubby out there mowing again. I think he's doing it at the back. This morning he mowed the front. I'm sure he did. He's been busy today. He's been watering and mowing, and he's been up the street and got a few things that we had to have. And now I tried to make this as interesting as I could possibly do, you know, because I wanted people to enjoy making one, all these stitches and things, if you want to look at that. Isn't that awesome? Look see how good it goes when we have a practice first. There we go. You can sit him out there if you want to. Now, whether I'm going to put a bead or something in the middle of it, I don't know just yet. We probably only need to do 3 of these, unless, of course, you want more. It's up to yourself what you want. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't have to count, do I? Didn't push it up far enough, though, did I? Look, I was not thinking. Go right up to there, Sonia. Before, when I was trying to pull it through, it was all crunching right down and it wasn't working because that's what I was doing wrong. Okay, I'm sure that's what I was doing wrong. Pushing it all down into the... Hope this is right. Hope this is right. Whoa, I let go. Oh, I let go. Come on. Nobody stress out too much now. Come on, sorry, you can do this. You need to roll it back out. I've scrooched this one down a bit, haven't I? But I will still give myself the benefit of the doubt and keep going and see what happens. Not looking too bad at all. Oh, come on, get in there. You could do the 3 or keep going and fill it up with 5 or something. I did get the gold beads out because I was thinking a gold bead in the middle, but we'll see what it looks like. Might have to do more of those roundy things. I'm thinking I'm going to have to go because my time might be time, okay? So thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoy this, and because I am certainly. I'm going to do 2 more so it's a bit more voluptuous or something. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Stay safe everybody. Bye-bye.